Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this look, which is just a very dramatic smoky eye. And I'm using the Melt Cosmetics Rust Stack in Gunmetal. I have to say that I was inspired by that palette when I saw it the other day, and I'm like, I want to use it. I'm going to use it. And typically, you guys know that I'm not like a cool toned girl, but I know that there's a lot of you guys that are. And I wanted to start off the holiday tutorials because they're right around the corner. So I wanted to give you guys time to plan your look. And I think that this is definitely fun. It's a little bit more dramatic. And if you'd like, you can just kind of keep it very soft and rounded, and it still looks very pretty. But I added the wing to it just to make it a little bit more dramatic. So if you want to see how I got this look, then let's go. I'm going to take my Laying Low Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to use this as my base. So I'm going to be using the Gunmetal Stack by Melt Cosmetics. I'll show you guys quickly what she looks like, and I'm going to tell you guys the story behind this palette or this stack because it's special. So this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, you have two sparkly colors, a gunmetal gray shade and like a blue silvery shade, and then a matte taupey gray, and then this really pretty reflective silver. What I want to tell you guys is I'm going to take a simile, which looks like this, and I'm going to use a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this in the crease. This stack came out 2 years ago. How do you remember that? I remember because the day that Laura Arellano, who's one of the owners of Melt Cosmetics, she posted on Snapchat that they were going to be giving away some of the stacks. Basically, you had to say what you would do to get the stack or what you would be willing to do. So I went on and I said something. I think I said I'd eat my dog, and I featured him. And they're like, please don't eat him. But I won one of the stacks. And then she announced it, and it was pretty exciting because I love her. And that same day, I found out that I was pregnant. So the day that I won the stack, I found out that we were having Marco. And I never really use it, to be honest with you, because again, it's a very cool tone. And it's just, cool tones are not my thing. Or at least like grays, I don't think they are all that flattering. But what we are going to be doing is starting our holiday series, and I want to give you some options. So today's look is your first holiday look, and all I'm doing is taking a fluffy brush, blending a simile into the crease, and then I'm also going to take it and then just kind of focus it on the outer corner. So I'm using a MAC 221, and I'm going to take this and then just start pressing this into the outer corner and then blending. So I'm going to give you guys options this year. I think I try to do a pretty good job of giving you guys options, but I don't typically do like the cool tones in this manner. So like this is super cool tone, but it's okay. I am going to use this beautiful gunmetal shade. This is Industrial. Look at how beautiful she is. So gorgeous. And I'm going to take a Smith 256 brush, and I'm going to use it wet. Saturate my brush and then dip into this beautiful gray, purpley gray color. Don't worry about it looking kind of patchy. We're going to go ahead and fill in any areas that we need to. I just really want to lay this color down first. Alright guys, I'm going to take a Smith 247 brush. I want something that's a little bit more dense than the 221. And I'm going to go back into industrial, and I'm just going to pack that into the outer corner. I think we're gonna need to deepen this with something else. Now I'm gonna go back in and just blend. All right, guys, so I do want to deepen this up a little bit. I'm gonna go in with Dark Matter from the Dark Matter stack. It's just a black, and I'm gonna go in with that same Smith brush, and I'm going to pack this in the outer corner. Yeah, that looks so much better. And all I'm doing is taking the black and just patting it because we're building the pigment. And then it's okay to blend it into the middle. We can always touch up that sparkly gray shade. I'm gonna go ahead and wet my brush again. And this time I'm going to take the shade Gunmetal, and I'm going to use this color in the center of my eye, just to kind of help that black and the first shade blend. Now I'm just going to touch up Industrial, which is this inner shade here. This one is actually pretty intense. Let's build this guy up. I'm going to take just a clean flat brush to make sure that we don't mix Gunmetal with Industrial. I really want to keep the two separate. Let's move on to complexion. I have some fallout. Okay, so for today I am going to be using my Fenty concealer. No, I lied. The Born This Way concealer. I'm going to use this under my foundation. And again, with the concealer, I'm kind of shaping out the eye. I feel like a black or a gray smoky eye is very classic. And to be honest with you guys, this combination is, or these shadows are so easy to use that it makes a smoky eye super easy. And a black smoky eye is a little harder. So I feel like these shadows are so smooth and easy to blend that anyone can do it. Alright guys, so I'm going to take my Juno & Co sponge and I'm just going to blend this out. Alright, so for today, since we're going glam, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Vanish Foundation, and I'm going to apply it with my Juno & Co sponge, which you guys already know means we're getting max coverage. So I'm just taking this and applying it to my face, and I'm blending it out. So we had our friends and family event a few, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago at Sephora, and we were having like a little contest, like whoever invited the most people would win a prize. And we had a meeting yesterday where they announced who had won, and I was one of the winners. So we got a new Clarisonic Mia Smart, and I own a Clarisonic. I own one of the old Mias, and it's, to be honest with you, I have a Foreo that my friend gave me when I was pregnant because I was having some breakouts in my chin. And you know, I'm like, I just want to make sure that I'm really like getting everything, and I'm going to blend out my concealer with a dual fiber brush. And so she gave me that for my birthday. I use that more than I do the Clarisonic because I feel like the Clarisonic is really big and bulky. And then the other thing is that the Clarisonic loses its charge quickly. So now with this new one, it's smaller, like the handle smaller, isn't as bulky. And the cool thing about it is that you can connect it to your phone. There's an app, and then you can kind of like track your cleaning, and they can make suggestions on the best way to clean. So I'm going to use it today for the first time. I just got it yesterday, and I want to see how it performs, and I want to see like, is it worth the hype? It's a $170 item, so I'm really lucky to have gotten it as a prize. I think it's a pretty cool prize, and I'm curious to see how it compares. Already I know that it's better technology than like the Foreo because of what it can do, but they have a setting to remove your makeup, and I'm really curious about that one. All right guys, so before we go on, I'm actually going to go ahead and do my mascara and brows just to kind of help guide where this is going. All right guys, I had to powder my face, and I'm going to take Harsh Stone White with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to place this color right under the arch, blend it back, and then bring it forward. It's a really pretty color, and I'm going to use this wet also for the inner corner. I'm going to just deepen this a little bit right at the arch so it really pops, because after all, this is a holiday look. I seriously can't believe that I'm already starting the holiday looks. But I want to make sure that I cover as many options as possible. I'm going to take a clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that so it's not like so dramatic. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's like a little bit of a bald spot there, and it's just from the color not going as far into the crease. I'm going to take just my foundation powder by Makeup Forever, and I'm just going to kind of fill that gap so that it looks smoother, not as intense. And then that's going to help with the separation. Also, I'm just using this to blend the corners. It looks good. All right, so for this look, you definitely need liner. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Liner, and I'm going to line the top lash line. And I haven't done my mascara yet because I wanted to do my liner first. It's easier for me to do my liner before mascara. I'm just doing a straight black line, but already you can see the difference. See how you needed a liner with this? You guys know that on average, I like to opt out of the liner, but there's certain looks that require it. So whenever you're doing like a heavier eye look, I feel like adding a liner just kind of helps define the eye. And I'm going to tightline. This is my Milk Makeup Liner, and this is just again to fill any gaps. Okay, I'm going to take that same liner and line my lower lash line, and then we're going to smoke this out. So I'm using a brown because I don't want it to be so heavy or dark, but if your preference is black, do you, boo. I'm now going to go in with the stone color that we went in with, which is Assimilate, and I'm going to use this to smudge my lower lash line out. All right guys, I am back with mascara. So I want to show you guys, I ended up winging this out a little bit. I just kind of followed my lash line and then created like a little box there. I did the same thing with this eye, just kind of brought it up a little bit. And you guys don't have to do this. You do whatever you're comfortable with. I just kind of wanted to go a little bit flashier. And, you know, to each their own. So I'm just going to lightly buff this out. And as you guys can see, it's just a very soft detail. It's not like super intense and in your face. It's just slightly more. All right, guys, I'm going to be a little bougie today. And I am going to take, well, first let's fix this because it's driving me nuts. I'm going to take this Chanel bronzer, and this is in Lumiere Date. I don't know. I'm going to take a MAC 137 brush and just get it in there. I still have on powder, by the way. I needed to change my brush because this just wasn't working out. This is a Smith 154 brush. Add a little bit of warmth and structure. For my blush, I'm going to take a mix of these two by Becca, and this is from the Malika and Chloe palette. any blush you want will work. So just to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm taking this pencil by Sephora, and this is in the shade Pink Glitter. For the lips, I'm going to take this Makeup Forever lip pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using this Chanel lipstick in number 89. Alright guys, this is the final look. I know, I always say I really like the way this turned out, but I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised because typically I stray away from these black gray tones, and I really like just how goth it is. I don't know. I do like how smoky it is, but I love a smoky eye. And I feel like it is definitely the more dramatic look for a holiday party, because if you're going to a black tie event, and again, you guys can totally cut the wing out and just keep it very soft and rounded, and it looks still really pretty. I just added the little wing to just make it more dramatic. So you guys don't have to go this dramatic. You can keep it a little bit softer, but I wanted to give you guys a classic smoky eye with a little bit of a glitzy glam to it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.